The smiling recruit? The mud of the training yard clung to everything. A cold, greedy second skin. 18-year-old Man Hee stood in line with the other recruits, their faces masks of exhaustion under the steely gaze of drill instructor Park. Park was a man carved from granite and fury, and his voice was a whip crack. "Today," he snarled, "we separate the men from the boys. We find out who has spirit and who is just taking up space. Frog hops, to the far fence and back. Move!" The command cracked through the air. The recruits dropped into a low crouch, their thighs already screaming in protest. The yard, which had seemed merely large, now looked like an impossible, endless sea of mud. The first few hops were a chaotic burst of energy, but the pace quickly slowed to a grueling crawl. Drill instructor Park stalked the lines like a predator, his eyes missing nothing. "Your grandmother hops faster than that, Kim," he roared at one boy who stumbled. To another, who paused to catch his breath, he barked, "The enemy won't wait for you to rest." Keep moving. He was a storm of discipline, and the recruits were the wilting trees in his path. Fire burned in Man Hee's thighs. His lungs felt like they were being scraped raw. But as the pain crested, he didn't fight it. He accepted it. He let his mind drift away from his screaming muscles, focusing on the steady rhythm of his heart. The pain was just a sensation, a passing cloud. And in the middle of the mud and the shouting, a small, serene smile touched Man Hee's lips. Park's sharp eyes caught the anomaly. A smile? In his training yard? He saw it as a challenge, a sign of insolence. His face darkened and he changed course, zeroing in on the smiling recruit. "You!" he bellowed, his voice dripping with menace as he stomped through the mud. "You find this amusing, recruit?" He loomed over Man Hee, who had paused mid-crouch. "What's so funny? Is the pain not enough for you? Do you need more?" Man Hee looked up, his eyes clear and direct, the smile unwavering. "No, drill instructor," he said, his voice steady, despite his ragged breathing. "It is not funny." And then he completed another perfect, powerful hop, landing cleanly in the mud. For a moment, drill instructor Park was speechless. It wasn't the response he expected. He saw no fear, no defiance, only a strange, quiet strength. "Then keep moving until that stupid look is wiped from your face," he snarled, turning away in frustration. Around them, the training yard was a battlefield of the defeated. Recruits lay panting in the mud, their spirits broken. Man Hee reached the far fence. He was the only one. He touched the cold metal, took a single deep breath, and turned back. The journey back was a lonely one. The yard was quiet now, save for his own grunts of effort and the squelch of mud. Every muscle fiber was a white-hot wire of agony, but the smile remained, a testament to a will that would not be submerged by pain. From the center of the yard, drill instructor Park watched the lone figure hop back towards him. The anger on his face slowly dissolved, replaced by something else, a flicker of disbelief, then grudging respect. He had seen thousands of recruits. He knew how to break a man's body. But this was different. This wasn't about muscle. This was a spirit that refused to be broken. With a final, shuddering effort, Man Hee completed the last hop, now squatting at the drill instructor's boots. He stood, his body trembling uncontrollably. The smile was gone, replaced by the blank mask of total exhaustion. Park looked at the recruit, not as a rebel, but as a warrior. "Okay, soldier," he said, his voice quiet, devoid of its earlier rage. "The exercise is over.